People tend to ignore that the institution of Christianity is patriarchal. It is not the origin. Jesus was a mystic, and because Jesus was a mystic, that means that he was not systematic. Like, you can't be a mystic and be within an institution. Like, the two things are literally like an oxymoron, because mystic Christianity is knowing that the kingdom of God is within you, and transformation is only possible through God, not through a system, not through a hierarchy, not through showing up to a church to worship and having tiers of power. It's literally not how it goes. Like, the institution is great because it spread Christianity far and wide, but the true origins of Christianity will always be mysticism. They will always be gnosis. Like, and if you're arguing with this, you're just arguing for the patriarchy, because the institution is just a system, just like patriarchy is a system. Like, it's a matrix. So Jesus did not form the institution of Christianity. Jesus rebelled against the institution of Judaism, and so his teachings were rooted in Judaism and in mysticism or philosophy. So everyone arguing like, oh, religion is this, religion is that. No, the institution, the system of Christianity is bad because it's rooted in patriarchy. But inherently, Christianity is good because it's literally religion and philosophy. There's nothing bad about that. Like, it's actually very good. And an example would be how over time the scribes rewriting the Gospels literally diminished Mary Magdalene's significance by framing her then less than she actually was. And then Pope Gregory V came along and he was like, actually, Mary Magdalene was an adulteress, which has no historical evidence. Actually, the historical evidence points to Mary Magdalene being Jesus's companion. And they said that Jesus would kiss Mary on the lips, and Jesus loved Mary of Magdalene more than the other women and more than the 12 disciples. And because she had more significance than the 12 disciples, they had to knock her down a couple pegs because she was overshadowing the men. She was overshadowing the 12 disciples. And in the Gospel of Mary, which was removed from the canon, aka the Bible, after Jesus had died, Mary Magdalene went to the 12 disciples, and she was like, and they were like, tell us the teachings of Jesus. And she started to. And Peter, one of the 12 disciples, was like, actually, I don't believe this. Why would he tell you and not us? And Levi was like, Peter, you're a hater. And if Jesus told Mary this, who are you to be an adversary and go against it? And that's really the spiritual battle of everything that came after that. It's the Peters versus the Levi's. And that's just like the ultimate root of patriarchy. So it's like, religion is not bad. The institution of religion is bad. That's why Jesus stepped away from the institution of Judaism. That's why Jesus was a Jew. He stepped away from the institution of Judaism to spread Judaism mixed with gnosis, or mixed with philosophy, because the main message was this: the kingdom of God is within you, and transformation is only possible through God, which is essentially a spiritual awakening. So you can only have a spiritual awakening within. You're not going to have a spiritual awakening going to church and performing on Sunday morning. That's not how this thing works. So, but people use it as a mask. They use the institution as a mask to say, I'm a good person because I'm performing good, when they've never even take a second to look into their soul. So yes, the institution of Christianity is bad, just like the institution of Judaism was bad, and why Jesus had to step away from the institution to spread a different kind of message: Judaism plus philosophy, Judaism plus gnosis. Okay? All right. Just as long as we got that clear. Because some people seem to be a little confused, and that's okay. Because I got ADHD, and I did a deep dive. And it's one of my hyper-focused things that I got really interested in. So, hope that helped. I don't know. Maybe it did, I don't know.